Hi guys! So we're back for Wellness Wednesday and I hope you are all doing well. Only a few more weeks until we head into our winter break, which I am sure is going to be much deserved for all of you. It has been a long few months so far, although with lots of positives as well, right? I hope everyone is doing well with the change of weather and the days getting shorter. Just remember that these can have some impacts on us. So, just all the more reason to be taking care of ourselves and doing and working on those strategies that help us to be well. So today we are going to talk a little bit about anxiety. And anxiety is a pretty, I think, big word that lots of people use. And the thing is everyone experiences it. So we all experience anxiety at some point or another. And anxiety can be seen on a spectrum. So maybe our anxiety is kind of low at some points and maybe it is high at others. And there's lots of things that can impact how intense our anxiety is at different points. And there's lots of different things that can invoke anxiety. But things that may make me anxious may not make you anxious, and vice versa. So we're going to spend a little bit of time today just getting to know a little bit about what anxiety is, why it is important, because we do need it, it is valuable, and it is in that emotional wheelhouse that we looked at last week as something that we all experience. So I think it's an important one to focus a little bit on and get a better understanding so we know how to cope and manage with it.
You know what anxiety feels like. We all do. Everyone experiences anxiety in some way or another. It's something that connects all of us together. Why we feel anxiety and what it really is, that may surprise you. Without anxiety, we'd all be in serious trouble. As soon as your brain senses you're in danger, a little piece of it, called the amygdala, kicks in. It gets your body ready to react. That could mean fight, run away, or shut down. It's called the fight, flight, or freeze response. This reaction goes back millions of years to our distant animal ancestors. Animals whose amygdalae were more sensitive to danger were more likely to stay alive and off the menu. Over millions of generations, this developed into the system we all know as anxiety. So you see, anxiety itself is not all bad. But when there's no immediate life or death threat, and your amygdala keeps telling your body that you're in danger, that's when anxiety becomes a problem. Your amygdala doesn't know the difference between getting eaten and public speaking or failing a test. Human society has only existed for a relatively short time. It's messy and complicated and confusing, and our amygdalae just haven't had time to catch up. So sometimes, when we're in uncomfortable situations, our brains misread the risk and overreact. Our hearts beat faster and we breathe heavily, pulling more oxygen into our bodies. The muscles in our arms and legs tense up and fill with blood. Our skin perspires to cool us down. This would all be great if we needed to fight or run, but instead, we just feel tense and sweaty. Sometimes our minds go blank and we feel like we can't move or talk. That would be great if we needed to hide. Instead, we just feel stuck. When things trigger our anxiety, sometimes we try to avoid them, like our ancestors avoiding a predator. But that can cause problems when those triggers are important parts of life, like going to school or meeting new people, things that won't just give up and go away. So how does knowing all this help? Well, it starts with remembering what's really going on. There's nothing physically wrong with you. It's just your amygdala trying to tell you it thinks you're in danger, even if it gets confused about how much danger you're really in. Understanding why we feel anxiety is an important step in learning to manage it.
Learning to feel where anxiety is happening in your body can help you to become more aware when you're feeling anxious and to help you know when to implement strategies. Some people will feel all sorts of different things. So maybe an upset stomach, clenched fists, racing heart, racing thoughts. These are just some of the examples of what may be happening. So how could we go from being and feeling super stressed out to being back in a state or getting to a state where we feel more calm and relaxed? So some strategies can be talking to someone, taking some deep breaths, relaxing your muscles, mindfulness, challenging those negative thoughts, And other more practical things like making sure our diet is healthy and getting enough sleep can all be helpful. If you're interested in more information around anxiety, how to cope with it, or what it is, check out this website, anxietycanada.com. Hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time on Wellness Wednesdays. Bye!